Hello, my name is Oakley, and I would like to welcome you to Verbling. And I would like to ask you to get ready for your interview. In today's class here on Verbling, we're going to practice job interviews, and I'm going to be your evil interviewer. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
Oh.
Look, there's a squid. Ah! Okay, if your interviewer does something strange like that, do not be alarmed. They're just trying to freak you out. Hello, Roger. Nice to have you back.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks. Nice to see you again. Alabek, also, always a pleasure. How are you?
Yes. Hello, Oakley. Nice to see you. Thank you. I'm fine. And you?
Cool. I'm great. And as promised, Jenny is here with us.
Hi, teacher. Hi again.
Hi again. Nice to have you here. Okay, we're going to practice job interview questions.
Okay.
Now, as we go along, I'm just going to throw them out there and take turns with you guys. As we go along, however, obviously some job interview questions are going to be targeted to your particular skill or position, what job you're trying to do. So I may ask you some simple questions to set up my real question, like what kind of work do you do? Are you interested in doing, or will you apply for? Okay, let's just do it. Now, there are different styles of questions. There's questions about you, okay, your personality or your history. There's going to be questions about your qualifications, which of course have to do with your specific job you're applying for. There might be questions about your work history. There might be questions about the new job and the company, possibly having to do with your qualifications. Questions about the future are common to kind of indicate your motivation, possibly, but actually kind of rarely. There may be questions about money. Actually, let me address that. You, as the interviewee, should never bring up the topic of money. Please don't do it. It's just not cool. It's going to make you come off as greedy. You're only worried about money. You don't really care about the position. You don't care about the company. You just care about money. Let the interviewer bring up the topic of money. The good news is, if the interviewer brings up the topic of money, that means they're very, very interested in you. That means your foot is in the door. All right? So, although I'm telling you not to bring up money in a job interview, be prepared for the money question. I will be honest with you, I have made this mistake several times. I don't think really long and hard about exactly what compensation I need when I go in the interview. I've made this mistake before, I swear to God. Think about it, because if they like you, they might ask you about money. So it's easy in the interview to get nervous and lowball yourself. Give yourself a lower salary than you really want. Before the interview, think about, I need this much money, and determine that you're not going to go below that bar. It's very easy to get a little wishy-washy in the interview and take less than you want. So actually, this is a good point. If the interview goes well and they ask about money, make sure you know what your number is before you go into the interview. All right, just a little piece of advice. All right, let's go ahead and try this quickly. Let me say hello to Omar. Hello, Omar.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, in Mexico, it's too late.
Yeah. Let me. One thing I need to point out, Omar. We say good night when we're saying goodbye to someone. All right.
Oh,
If
okay.
we're greeting someone during the nighttime, we say good evening. Good evening. Oh.
Okay, good evening.
Okay. All right. In case you have a night interview, this could be important. Okay, and hello, Oksana. Welcome to the class.
Hello again.
Hi. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Okay, Roger, I'm going to start with you. You're the first in. Roger, I'm going to try to ask all of you guys kind of tricky interview questions, so get ready. Be on your toes. Roger, how do you define success? What does success mean to you?
Well, for me, success is to accomplish the goals that you have proposed yourself, and if not accomplish all of them, at least to keep working on achieving those goals. It's not something that you do from one day to another, but when keep working on that, I guess that you are getting success progressively.
Okay, that's pretty good. Not bad, Roger. Okay, the goals you have proposed for yourself. All right, you need the preposition for with proposed or set for yourself or planned for yourself. Doesn't matter actually what verb you choose to use, but you do need the preposition for. I like that answer, and here's why. Because it shows that two things. It shows Roger has determination, perseverance. He's going to keep trying, and it shows motivation. That Roger is motivated to keep trying. That's pretty good. Not bad, Roger. Pretty good. Excellent. Thank you. That's a pretty good answer.
Okay, teacher.
All right, Alabek.
Yes.
Alabek. Describe a difficult work situation or project you were involved in, and how you overcame the difficulties.
Okay.
Tell me about a difficult project you had to do.
Well, I think that the most difficult project that I will be working on is in my future. But all I want to say is about my past experience. That situations it was somewhere when I just finished my university as a lawyer. So I'm just start searching the job for me, and I'm start to apply to some company, and they were a not good company with low level skills in that business. So they get started, and I was a yesterday student, and so after working on that company for 3 months, I became the position of the director of that company. Yes, that was funny, but there was some reason for that, and I really didn't have any experience in that ruling the company. It was very stressful for me, and because the someone who has that business is needed to someone to keep that company and moving on that kind of business. But it was not successful, I must say. But it was very stressful for me, and I'm trying to discuss my work with more experienced lawyers. Going to the web, and that was so stressful and very good experience to me. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Alibek, let me give you some feedback regarding English. Okay. All right. The question was, tell me about a situation, a difficult project in the past, and how you overcame it. Make sure if you're answering a question about the past that you're using past tense. All right. Okay, because you said when I am just finished university. Of course, it should be when I was just finished. All right, or really, you don't even need am. When I perhaps had just finished university would be better. Okay.
Okay.
And you should not say, I went to work for some company. I went to work for a company. Some company, we can't really use this as a determiner. Just, it sounds weird. I went to work for some company. Oh, some imaginary. Some is kind of hypothetical. If we would use it to be hypothetical. If I went to work for some company, all right? So
Okay.
you're making it sound like it's imaginary, all right? Instead, you should, of course, use an article. I went to work for a company and blah, blah, blah. Did not understand your phrase. I was yesterday student. Huh?
Well, I mean that I was very young, and I'm just finished. I just was finished university yesterday.
How about this? Here's a suggestion. I was a recent graduate.
Oh yes, recent. Okay.
There you go. That'll work. Be careful. You're welcome. Be careful about plurals. 3 months. You need the S. All right. Don't forget about that. All right. You're trying to use a. I think you were trying to use a relative clause. Yeah, you're introducing a relative clause. You said the someone who hired me or the someone who needed me to do it, whatever it was. The someone who, again, way too vague and hypothetical. The person who hired me or the person who needed me to do the job. All right?
Okay.
It's one person and it's a real situation. It's an actual example. So you should use person, not someone, which is vague and hypothetical and, okay? Be direct. Use the language that is direct. It's a good, and last of all, it's a good experience to me. It's a good experience for me. All right? For, the preposition for shows that it benefits you. All right? Good. Okay. It's good for me. Pizza is good for me. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. If I think it's true, and I do, then I would use for to show that it's a benefit to me. I can say, Alibek, I have a book to give you. All right, I'm using to because I'm saying I'm just going to transfer it from me to you. If I have a book for you, it means I believe, as a speaker, that it will benefit you. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see now. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Alibek. That was terrific. Appreciate that. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let me quickly say hello to Lan. Hi, Lan.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Okay, Jenny. Time to put you in the hot seat.
Ooh.
Jenny, I need you to use your imagination just a little bit. What kind of job would you be applying for, do you think, likely?
Okay.
Just
To
what
be
area?
okay. To be honest, I don't want a work when I only stay behind a desk to receive a wage. I want a job where I can achieve my path, I can
Pardon.
where I can develop my potential, when I can contribute in to change our
Jenny,
social reality.
stop right there. Jenny,
Okay.
we're talking job interview practice here. You have got to sound more confident. All right. I might I guess gosh.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Buckle up. All right.
Yeah.
Put on your game face. All right. Game face. It's job interview. You must at least look or act as if you're very confident, even if you're just acting. All right. Confidence. Key number one. All right. Never mind the English part of it. You've got to be confident. You've got to sound confident. My question, it's simple. I haven't got to my real question yet, Jenny. What kind of job would you like to have? Where are you from again?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Oh, that's right. Okay. So Colombia's top model. What job do you want to have?
Do you mean about the career or about?
Yeah, your career. What kind of position would you like to have?
Oh. Okay, I imagine stay in the front of the interview. So I'm applying for a legal assistant position.
Legal assistant.
Yeah.
Okay. Alabec, I've got a hire for you.
Yes.
Hey, hooking up people here at Verbling. All right, we're gonna make it work. Okay, Jenny. First of all, English desk. Make sure.
Okay.
You said dex. You reversed. Okay, desk. Okay, here is your real question. All right, imagine you're applying to Alabec for a legal assistant job. Okay, Jenny, why do you want this job? Why do you want to work at this company?
Okay, I imagine that I am applying in a center that helps Hispanic community, for example. So.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay. So okay. So I have a great passion for public interest and social justice fields, and I'm convinced that my life purpose is working to achieve social justice. So I would like to join people with the same passion and to learn from them. So I find this community as a great place to develop my skills, my potential, while I'm contributing to change our social reality. I don't know if it sounds ridiculous, but I want to do that.
Okay. It does sound a little bit like you're trying to be Miss Columbia in the Miss Universe pageant.
No.
I want to save all of the baby
No,
monkeys in the
no, I
forest.
want to contribute with the law to change the yeah.
No. Let me give you some practical tips here. All right. Okay. Your English was fine. You've definitely got to be more confident in your intonation and the way you project when you're speaking. Absolutely, be bold. Talk like you mean it. All right. Seriously, in a job interview, no one hires a wimp. Okay. Nobody. I'm being serious with you here. Now, when you talk, if you're going to talk in a job interview about your passion, your interviewer, I have heard about people's passion.
That's the problem with the North American people. That's the problem because I am in Hispanic, so I think like that. So I really need to understand the North American people first.
Yeah, and I'm going to help you with that, right? I'm going to help you with that right now. Every job interviewer in North America has heard about people's passion. If I've done 2,000 interviews, I've heard about people's passion 1,998 times. I'm just damn sick of it. You know, it's boring. Blah. Doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just blah blah blah. It doesn't mean anything. All right? Drop it. That's my advice to any of you taking a job interview. Don't tell me about your passion because I don't care. What I really want from you, Jenny, is an example. If you're going to tell me about your passion, fine, go ahead. But I want to hear an example, how you expressed or showed your passion for Hispanic rights. Okay, I want to hear how you went to a march in downtown Bogota and got arrested for 30 days. Show me your passion. Show me in an example. Give me a concrete example of that, and then I will be impressed. All right?
Okay.
All right? So your homework, Jenny, go get yourself arrested.
I have.
Go get arrested. That's your homework, okay? Show me your passion. All right. You're welcome. Okay. I want to. Okay. Also, English-wise, I want to join people with the same. Oh no, actually, that's okay. I want to join people with the same passion. You said okay.
Yeah, that I want the same. That I want. I don't know. That share the same vision. Because I want to. I want to find a mentor. People that I want to learn from them. I don't know if.
Okay, well, you should contact Alabek.
Contact what? I'm sorry.
Alabek, your classmate over there.
Okay.
Yes, I see.
Okay, get you guys going there. All right, Omar, are you ready for this? You ready for me to put you in the spotlight? Okay. Omar, very common question in a job interview. What are your goals for the future?
Okay. I want to grow in wherever company that I will be. And I see me in a general manager position. And what else? I don't know.
You're rich and sexy and famous. Okay. Hang on. I want to grow better to. Whoa. Whoopsie. Almost knocked my mouse to the floor. Okay, I want to grow. Of course, growing and really you're talking about professional growth. All right.
Yeah, right.
So you should use that, I don't know, as an adjective or an adverb. I want to grow professionally, career growth or professional growth. I want to continue to learn and educate myself. Again, just like I was talking to Jenny, prove it. Give me an example. Okay, I'm talking about the future. I am already planning to take a workshop about advanced sales techniques, whatever, something to do with the job you're applying for. Okay.
You mean that I will tell some more practical or more?
Yes. Practical, substantial, concrete examples.
Yeah, right.
That's going to impress me. I swear to you guys, I've done thousands of interviews. I used to be a recruiter for a multinational company with 100,000 employees, okay? Lots of interviews. Do you know how many times I've heard, I'm a hard worker, I'm a team player. I could care less. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Give me concrete examples. That's what impresses me. That's what makes me sit up and actually go, wow, this guy's actually worth talking to. Okay. A little English note here. Omar, my friend, you said, I see me. Okay. It really should be, if we're going to use the pronoun to talk about what was the subject, all right, the subject pronoun, you have to use a reflexive pronoun. So it should be I see myself.
Okay, yeah, right.
Blah blah blah. Which is a common phrase, Omar. It's a good phrase. All right, it's a common phrase to talk about how you envision, how you imagine your future. I see myself as a CEO of my own company, wherever it may be. Okay. All right. Again, can't emphasize it enough. Concrete, and you need to practice your job interviews, and you need to actually prepare yourself, study. Think about the possible questions, and really think about your answers and how you can introduce your overall main idea to respond and give an example. All right?
Okay.
Really. Thanks, Omar. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay. Hi, Shell. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, I'm so sorry.
But no need. I don't really care when people join my class. I'm just happy that people actually show up to listen to me. Great to have you here. Oksana, are you ready to rumble? Okay, imagine you're in a job interview. Okay, tell me about your work style. How do you like to work? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, by work style, I mean, do you rush around? Do you multitask? Do you do many things at once? Do you do one job and then follow it through until it's done? Do you work slowly and steadily? Do you work overtime hours frequently? Do you work in small spurts and take many breaks? Do you work in long spurts and take no breaks? Work style. How do you like to work? Yeah, how do you like to work? Do you, all those things I just described.
I like work if I have responsibility about this work. I need one work one time. I think it's better for me because I need to take responsible about this work. When I finish, I take another work. It's better for company and for me also. Um, mhm.
Okay. All right. All right. Uh, okay. First of all, responsibility about. I take responsibility about. I take responsibility for. Okay. Preposition co-locates with responsibility. Responsibility for something. All right. That's important. You shouldn't say responsibility about. That doesn't work together. Responsibility for. Okay.
Yeah.
I work one time. One work. No, work is an uncountable noun when we're talking about job interviews here. It is possible to use the word work as accountable, but only when we're talking about artworks or equipment, not talking about jobs. It's just purely uncountable in that case. So you could say one job at a time. That would be better. I prefer to do one job at a time, or one task at a time, even better. A task is, a smaller unit of a job. I like to do one task at a time, get that task accomplished, and move on to the next task. Like that. I like that. My wife drives me crazy because she's a multitasker. She starts to sweep the kitchen, starts to wash the dishes, starts to do the clothes, and she never gets anything done. So half the dishes are done, half the floor is swept, and half my clothes are clean. She drives
No,
me
I work same maybe. I do maybe work, but company I think don't like if I do too many work and didn't finish any work.
Yeah.
Will finish any work, won't finish any work. It's better for company if I work one time.
One job. Okay. One job at a time.
Yeah.
Or one task at a time. Okay. And last of all, the verb that we use with any kind of work, this is important, definitely important, is do. You do your homework. You do a project. You do a task. You do the dishes. Okay, anything that has to do with work, the simple verb that we always use is do. All right? So that's important to remember. Okay. You can use, of course, you can use other verbs. I took a job working for an auto manufacturer. It's possible. Okay. But in general, the verb we mostly co-locate with work, projects, anything, is do. Alrighty. Let me talk to Lan. Hi, Lan.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, Lan. I'm gonna put you on the spot. This is a very common question, extremely common. Most of you can look forward to this.
Yes.
It's a tough question. Why should we hire you and not the other people sitting outside in the office? Why should we hire you? What makes you special? Why are you so special?
Yes. First of all, I want to apply to the position of a senior software tester. So I will talk about my job and talk about my experience. Currently, I'm a senior tester in my current company, and I have worked in 6 projects and about 4 years. And in 4 years, I always good tester, and I get the high performance work. And I also I also got some excellent certificate for my current company for senior tester. Moreover, I think because my testing is my passion, so I can work overtime. I can focus 100% to finish my task. And when we work, yeah, sometimes we have to feel tired or stressed, but because I like testing, so it's a reason I always can finish my task well, and I try my best to do it. And moreover, I know that the company want to fire senior tester with leadership, and because currently I'm a test lead in my current company, so I think with my experience and because I always want to study new things, want to study new experience, so I can adapt quickly with the requirement. Yeah, I think so. It's some reasons that I'm confident to apply in the company.
Are you done? Okay. All right, I have a couple basic tips for you. All right, and actually, this is an important tip for everyone. In reality, all of you are second language English speakers. You may be a little self-conscious about your English. You may be self-conscious about your accent, and this may cause you a little extra stress in a job interview. Well, don't worry about it. Not a big deal, but a common misconception is that if you speak faster, your accent will somehow disappear. Actually, it's completely the opposite. It's really the opposite. You should slow down your pace or your speed of speaking. That eliminates accent-related problems and small pronunciation problems with vowels particularly. But anyway, it helps eliminate those problems and makes your speech clearer. Besides the fact that when we're nervous as human beings, we tend to speed up our speech pattern. It's normal. I mean, native speakers has nothing to do with what language you're speaking. It's just human behavior. Slow down consciously. Make an effort. Tell yourself, okay, I need to slow down my speech pattern a little bit to be clear and concise, and also it helps me to sound more confident.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, if somebody's speaking like this, I am a really good employee and I'm a good employee. If you're speaking too fast, it makes you sound nervous as well.
Yes.
Okay, so slow down. Take a deep breath. Slow down a little bit. Consciously think that. Actually, I would advise any of you, the last thing before you walk through that door into the interview, slow down. Deep breath. Breathe. It's okay to take a deep breath before you answer the interviewer, and it's a good idea.
Yes.
You don't want to become unconscious in the middle of the interview. It's always bad form. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Lan, for you in particular, I'm not gonna. You're Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
All right. You guys have a particular problem. Every one of you, Filipino, Colombian, Kazakhstani, Saudi Arabian, whatever you guys are, you all have your own problems. For you, Lan, and other Vietnamese, you've got to take extra caution about pronouncing the ends of the words. All right?
Yeah.
You've got to be careful because in English, the ends of words change the meanings of sentences and ideas.
Yes.
All right? You may not be saying what you think you're saying if you don't complete the ends of your words. All right? Take extra special care. All right? You've got to be careful to do that. All right. Another thing. What position are you applying for, Lan?
Actually, it's my position. My current position is a senior software tester.
Senior software tester. Here's another thing. Speaking of pace of speech. All right, you've got a title here. This is very practical. Senior software tester. Okay, really, that's not that easy for even a native speaker to say. If you have difficult combinations of sounds, or if you have many concrete words in a row, like adverb, adjective, noun, slow down a little bit. In English, we speed up for the unimportant words like prepositions, auxiliary verbs, pronouns. Yeah, we do speed up, we underpronounce. But if you have a bunch of important content words in a row, you should actually slow down your pace a little bit to say that, to make it clearer. Okay. Okay. Senior software tester. By the way, in most, we would call you a quality control engineer. I'm a senior software quality control.
Yes, quality control. Yes.
Engineer, quality control, professional, whatever you want to.
Yes. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
We lost
Can hear you guys.
Yes, we lost him.
Yeah, connection problem.
Hi. Can you guys hear me again?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. Okay. I got lost.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. I got lost. Something weird's happening with the internet here where I am. I don't know if it's the internet or the Hangout, but okay. Okay, Shell. It's your turn.
Okay.
You ready? Okay.
Right.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, very common question. What do you think are your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to work, of course? Very common question, by the way.
Okay, I am really good in planning. I take a project from end to end and I make sure that I deliver, I monitor, and I evaluate a certain program or project that I am into. Well, sometimes it could be a weakness for me because I tend to overplan, to which I can somehow it takes too much of my time to do the planning, and sometimes when my plans don't um when don't push through when my plans don't push through, I tend to I find it hard to um, do something about it. That's why I plan a lot. Oh my God. There.
Oh God. Okay. Don't say that in an interview, by the way. Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Okay. Good at planning. All right. Not good in. I'm good at swimming. I'm good at tennis. I'm good at golf. Not good in. This is a very common mistake, by the way, that even native speakers make all the time, Shell. But
Okay.
okay, but anyway, okay, you kind of fell off at the end. I do like your approach. That it's actually a very good idea to say, okay, that my greatest strength is also my greatest weakness. I kind of like that. Actually, works for me. I might say, for example, that I tend to take responsibility for really too much, and I worry that everything is going correct, and so I tend to take on more work than I really need to. So my strength is my weakness. I get a lot done. I'm very super productive, but on the other hand, I probably do too much, and I make myself burnt out. Sometimes I have to rein it in. I have to talk to myself, convince myself to not do so much. Okay, I like that. So, okay, you're using that for planning. But where I got lost, you're really good at planning and you detail your plans, okay. But I didn't quite understand how this was a drawback. I didn't entirely understand, okay, when your plans don't go perfectly correct, what do? It wasn't clear to me how you handle the problem. And this would be not good in an interview. If you're going to say you have a weakness, you have to express how you're addressing that weakness. Whether you're taking a class or you have to show that you're doing something about it, which shows motivation. All right? It has to be clear that you are addressing your weakness or problem. It's great if you can say you're taking a course or something like that. All right, it has to be very clear. Again, and that goes back to specific examples are going to impress me. General statements are going to put me right to sleep, and they're not going to help you. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Round and round we go. And finally, we're back to Roger. You get another crack at it. Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have a interesting question for you, Roger. I would like to hear your opinion about this. Should employees use social media, such as Facebook or Twitter, at work?
Well, personally, I consider that an employer should not be prohibiting the access to those kind of media, but in some way they also should be aware of how much people are using those kind of sites. So it's not a total control over them, but at least to control the access in some hours during the day. Because we need to be honest, some people use the social media in a proper way, like to check from time to time and to speak with people when it's actually needed. But some other people can't stay there for a long time, and they are like addicted by social media, and that can be very, very dangerous for a company. So yeah, I think that is good to have access, but with some sort of control.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like to. It was quite clearly, Roger. You were thinking your answer. It was an unexpected question. I know it was, but you were quite clearly thinking it through as you spoke. So you were brainstorming as you were speaking. I put you on the spot. You know, a good interviewer will ask a question like that. They'll ask you a question that will be like, "Oh my God, I never saw that one coming." I used to interview sales associates, people who were going to be doing sales, and I would say to them, for example, "Okay, Jenny, you're here for the sales position. The first thing I want to ask you to do is, those are nice shoes that you're wearing. Sell me your shoes right now. Sell them to me." Okay, and then I would shut up, fold my arms, and sit back in the chair and not say a word until Jenny sold me her shoes. Haha! Cruel? Yes, but wow, it really tends to separate the men from the boys, as we say. It separates the people who are truly good at what they do and who are just there to get a job. That was great. So, Roger, relative to how you performed, clearly you were good English, too. You're using expressions and hesitation devices so that you're giving yourself a chance to think. Really, that was quite awesome. Couple small points. They can use social media for networking. When we talk about socializing in a professional way, and I understand what you're saying, social media can be used in a professional way. We call it networking. All right. Perhaps they're using social media to network, to pass along messages, or to communicate, possibly even with customers or other people. That's cool. Networking, good. Facebooking, not good. Playing Angry Birds, really not good. Okay. Also, addicted to, not addict by, but addicted, the verb, addicted to. You're addicted to something. Okay. We shouldn't say addicted by, he's addicted by cigarettes. No, he's addicted to cigarettes, for example. Okay, good job though, Roger. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Very cool. Okay, a couple late joiners here. Jonathan, Nader, hello. I guess I should. Okay. Nader's going to warm up. Jonathan, would you like to try a job interview question? Can I put you on the spot?
Okay, well, I'm not prepared for this, but okay.
Not prepared for this, but okay. Okay. How would you feel about working for a manager that was younger than you?
I think it's okay for me because I like working with young people, as I'm a young man. So I probably I will feel identified with him because he's young and we can share ideas and thoughts and motivations, things like that.
Ooh, okay. All right. I will feel identify with him. I will identify with him. I like that. That's actually that's pretty smooth. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. That was not a bad answer. Keeping it positive. Making it sound like it might be a good thing for you.
Yeah.
All right. That was not a bad answer, Jonathan. Pretty good. But you shouldn't say I feel identify. You can use identify as a verb. I really identify with you. It's okay to use.
Okay, identify.
To mean that I feel, simpatico. I understand.
Connected
you.
with.
Connected. Thank you. Excellent. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Very good. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Jenny, let me ask you one more.
Okay.
Oh, here's a weird question they sometimes ask. I don't know why they ask this, but you might hear it. So, what will you do if you do not get this job?
I really don't understand the question. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hear you, but I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, if you imagine we're in a job interview and I'm the interviewer, I'm asking you, hey, you're not going to get the job, so what are you going to do next? What will you do if you don't get the job?
I'm trying. I'm going to try. Still looking for achieve my goal that is get the job. Yeah, learn from my mistakes in the interview and go forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jenny, number one, most importantly, do not, I will change my job and I will maybe do this. It sounds like everything's a question and you're completely uncertain about your future. Okay, don't use rising intonation. Your intonation is important. You should use falling intonation to show that you're a very serious person and that you actually believe in yourself.
I can be a serious person, but I can be sweet person also.
No, you can't. No. Business is not sweet. Eradicate that idea from your mind. No such thing. Business is war. Business is evil. Life and death. Killing. Bullets in the head. Blood and nasty guts in your teeth.
No, if I don't get job for my intonation, so I don't want get a job with this person. So yeah, this is really true.
Yeah.
Only for my this is my voice, right? So
Right. Your intonation. Your voice is fine. Intonation. No. I have no problem with your voice. Intonation doesn't mean your voice. Okay. Intonation is how you rise or lower the pitch of your voice as you speak. I'm not talking about your tone of your voice. That's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. I'm talking about if you rise your tone at the end of everything you say, it sounds like you're really worried and really scared and really nervous and you don't know what to say. And it sounds like if I hire you, you're going to be the same way. I hire you, you're going to be sitting in the office shaking and going, oh my God. You're not going to do anything. So what is the point of hiring you, okay? It's never going to work. I'm never going to hire somebody I think is not going to be able to function. Ever. Never.
Sure.
Okay? That's my point. Okay. But, all right. Anyway, confidence is all important. Okay, guys, we're out of time. You know, I could do this all day long, but unfortunately, I'm out of time. And I'd like to thank everybody for participating. You all helped me out, teaching the class a lot. You guys are the best. And I'll see you next time here on Verbling.
Thank you, teacher. That's really helpful.
Goodbye. Thank you.
I hope so. I hope it helped. Thank you.